Before we start this video, we would like to say that we have Instagram and Twitter accounts. We try to update regularly, and we will be putting the links to our accounts in the description down below. Hello everybody, Twins of Destruction here to bring you another discussion video. Today we are going to be talking about the rumor, I repeat rumor, that has been circulating around about Disney stripping the Star Wars license from EA and maybe giving it to another company such as Ubisoft. This rumor had started circulating after EA's failure with Star Wars Battlefront 2 and Disney's negative attitude towards EA's microtransactions in Star Wars Battlefront 2. Now, if you think about it, EA was given the Star Wars license in 2014, and since then they have created two games of the same franchise, Star Wars Battlefront in 2015, with them using the hype of Star Wars coming back after years and years to sell the game, and then kind of died off due to people getting sick of playing on the same four maps over and over, and Star Wars Battlefront 2 in 2017, which got hammered early on in its release because of the very lackluster story campaign, and especially because of EA's predatory microtransactions, which apparently made Disney really upset, according to comicbook.com and Geek Tyrant. And those quotes from those two websites are as follows. Comicbook.com states that Cinelix reports that Lucasfilm is looking for other options after taking EA to the, quote, principal's office, end quote, to discuss what was going wrong, while at the same time reaching out to both Activision and Ubisoft to see what they could offer in terms of Star Wars developments. The reporter notes, quote, "I know what you're thinking because I had the same thoughts. EA has a contract for the games exclusively. How could Disney get around that without breaching and causing more problems? I don't know all the technical aspects of it, but supposedly there's an addendum of some kind within the contract that would allow Disney to pull the license or shop it around if certain standards/conditions weren't being met." And on Geek Tyrant, the same quote is extended a little bit to say, "This type of clause isn't unheard of when dealing with big licenses," and then in parentheses it says, "and what's bigger than Star Wars, of course," end parentheses. "And with all the problems and lack of games, it doesn't surprise me in the least that they're looking elsewhere." And possibly the worst thing EA has done with the Star Wars license is shutting down Visceral Games, who were working on an unnamed Star Wars game that people nicknamed, quote, Visceral Star Wars. With Visceral Star Wars being worked on by Amy Hennig, who actually left her job working with the Uncharted franchise, and Jade Raymond, who worked with the Assassin's Creed franchise. Now, considering all the wrongs that EA has done with the Star Wars license, a lot of people, including myself, think that Disney should take the Star Wars license away from EA, and this is where Ubisoft comes in. Now, this is really my part of the video about speculation, so this is all my ideas I'm coming up with. Within the last couple years, Ubisoft has created many different kinds of games, so they definitely know what they're doing with most types of action genre games. First, I'd like to point out Far Cry, which has been a successful Ubisoft franchise, and a new game is coming out in a couple of months. But imagine a Star Wars game like Far Cry, vast open world, first-person shooter, and even vehicles to ride in, animals to hunt, people to kill, whichever you choose, really. Or maybe a multiplayer-heavy first-person shooter like Rainbow Six Siege, where there are a lot of elements with the cops and robbers feel. How about a game like For Honor? Focuses on multiplayer with multiple different classes of fighters to choose from, many different factions as well. What about a touch of Watch Dogs, a Star Wars game in a city where you use your environment to your advantage? And last but not least, what about a Star Wars game like Assassin's Creed? No, I'm not suggesting we have Jedi do leaps of faith. I'm talking about Assassin's Creed combat and stealth mechanics and the many weapon variants that are in the games like Assassin's Creed. That was just a small rundown of what Ubisoft is capable of if they obtain the Star Wars license. FYI, I am in no way saying that Ubisoft will be getting the Star Wars license, but I am saying what I think could happen if they did get the Star Wars license. This is all just a rumor that I thought I would share with you all, and including my 2 cents into the whole situation. even if the Star Wars license doesn't go to Ubisoft, I really don't mind. As long as EA really cleans up their act big time, or the license is given to a company who earns the right to have it, I will be happy. Thank you everybody for watching. I will be putting the 2 links of the articles where I got my quotes from in the description down below. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe for more. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.